MayFlies. So annoying. I'm out with the MayFlies. Hey, I'm Ray of Sunshining. So glad that you're here with me today. And you know what? Somebody should tell them. The home of the MayFlies. They have no business being here. I'm out with the MayFlies. But you know, MayFlies, they love it here. And you know what? Somebody should... This is late June. Tell them. They love it here. And they love me. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you don't know why you're here yet, stick around because, well, that's what I do. Learning, loving. And loving living. I do. So that's about all of my videos. So that's what this series is all about. Which reminds me, send me a like. You know, if you like me, send me a like so I'll know that you like me. How else would I know? I help you figure out. And that's why it's important for you to go back and take a peek at one of those videos that'll be in the box on the side of my head, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. What you're doing here on this program, and I'll have some good suggestions. You know, I have so many exciting things going on, and what you're doing here on this planet. You know, MayFlies and cyclical. Here's the goal. Planet. So I'm in the process of figuring that out. Thus the name, filming it. MayFlies. For your viewing pleasure. But you know, the thing about them, you may have noticed, they cluster up in May, and there's a heavy influx. So that would be one of the reasons why you'd want to go back. And all is all. The biggest reason you'd want to go back there. You know, I'm going to say. However, they don't. It's not like May 1st. Here they are. May 29th, May 30th, whatever. May 1st. They're gone. Oh, they're here. I think I would say they start in March to do their annoying things that they do. And you know, I have several videos that I should tell like this. I should tell you something. But you know, my whole video presentation is a metaphor for life. So see how perfect that works out. And you're far back to one of them because I want you to see the difference. What makes me happy? Whose happiness am I here for? Oh, same thing with the MayFlies. So I don't come here a lot in May for that reason, although I do come here some. Just like I didn't go kayaking a lot in March. Usually I wait till the day that the ice melts and then I'm out there, but I don't go out a lot. It's too cold. However, sometimes cold and doing it beats toasty warm but not doing it. Follow me? Anyway, so metaphor, MayFlies, metaphor for life, and my whole video program is a metaphor for life. Think that's a coincidence? To get us all to come together here on the same page. And it's all about learning to rise above, learning to refocus, learning to deliberately focus on for your viewing pleasure. This could very possibly be the day that you remember as the day that will change your life from crappy forever to happy. The reason that somebody sent you this video is because sometimes we have Martian moments. So, you know, sometimes we have Mayfly moments. I had a 10 Martian moment. If you've seen my pilot video, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen my pilot video, you need to check it out. It's 25 minutes and 26 seconds of on the edge of your seat thrills. But there's an important message there as well. I have messages, not only that, if you've been with me before, if you're buried throughout my entire presentation. If you're new here, welcome. Stick around for a while. I think you'll like it. I definitely like spending time with you. My whole plan is for all of the sunflowers on the planet to come together hand in hand so we can create the world of our dreams. That's why you're here. Stick your head, so stick around. Stick your head in every once in a while. See what's cooking. Feel free to share this video with someone who'll be glad. If you're finding something interesting, if you're finding something inspirational, with someone who will be glad you thought of them. Enjoy if you're finding something that adds. You enjoy. You know what I want? I want to become more popular than the Pope. As humans, we like familiar. So letting go of the past because the past has served its purpose. The past, familiar is comfortable, and sometimes getting used to the unfamiliar is uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, is the past. It's unknown, and as humans, we like familiar. So if it's familiar is comfortable. MayFlies. So annoying. Allowing you to squirt out over the place. Represent to discover the uniqueness of you. And the way we're going to accomplish that is by you sharing this video, just like you got it. Somebody probably shared it with you, and you got it on a silver platter. You share it on a silver. My whole creation is based on the idea. It represent lots of different things, but let's say in this scenario it represents mystery or the unknown or darkness. My whole creation is based on the idea of doing something different to discover something different, to make a difference. It probably looks like on my right to you, but anyway, it's on my left. In case you're not familiar with how my whole presentation is set up, it's based on the ABC theory. It's based on the ABCs. But what I do is it's a metaphor for life, and what I do is I show transmission, transformation, transitions. On my left is the moon. And you share it on a silver platter with all the people on your contact list. It's as simple as that. I illustrate sometimes how. And so that has been my attempt since day one. It's not complicated. It's not hard to figure out. I have over a year now. Then we all come together on the same page and create the kind of world contributing to this library that we believe of inspiration we deserve. And we're incredible creators because we are incredible. We are amazing. We are creators. But you'll see creators and the created. Transformations occur in our lives, and I talk a lot about that in a lot of my previous videos. That's one of the reasons you might want to go back there and check them out. It shows a progression, and so there's certain formats, certain ways of presenting that are present. Some of the sections, but then they fade out of the A's, and the B's and the B's get stronger, and that becomes a B trait. Say. So, and that's sort of like life. There's a progression. For you. There's darkness. So anyway, shadow could represent the past. For you. Examples. A cycle. And some cycles are MayFlies cycles. Some cycles are Martian moment cycles. But that's why you're here, because, see, there's not too many people on this planet who at one time or another have not said, I want to experience all that life has to offer. So, be careful what you wish for. Exactly. If you go back to one of those older ones, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about in just a few seconds. And then on the other side here, on my right side, is the sun. And you might notice that the sun and I are twins. A lot in common. And because all means all. And don't get me started. I've spoken about this before. All means all. What more can you say about it? All. The sun is all to show what we all got going on. Twins. We have bright and bubbly, besides that, and fun, and on this journey, in this lifetime, in this now, energetic. And that could represent. So if you want to experience it all, it's going to include the high highs to the low lows. The new world in our progression that we're going into. We've had a lot of New World episodes in our history. So, the thing about eternity, like about 50,000 years ago, just like you, I've been through difficult times in life. I've been through pain and suffering and heartache. And the reason for that is because, what I'm talking about, right? If I'm more popular than the Pope, that means I have a lot of people who want me. And I want the latter. And I want all of them, just like I want you. And I expound on that in many of my before videos. Check it out. Hey, listen, also, don't forget, do somebody else the same favor that somebody did for you. Time that was referred to as the Great Leap Forward. In a previous video. Time when we shifted behavior. We started burying our dead and wearing clothing and that sort of thing. How it all started was, I was bobbing around here on the pond for a while, and I'm thinking, it was a big shift. And then, there's other examples too, like, depending on your version of history, but there's relatively recent. And I had times, bobbing kind of feels good. I used that expression recently in a recent recording about that we're bobbing around here through eternity, which made me think about eternity, and that I wanted to talk about when a boat from Portugal, let's say, went sailing out and discovered a new world. It was a new world because it was different. It was so different than anything they were ever familiar with. And that's what we're moving into, a new world. It involves getting used to it. It involves doing something different to discover something different. Share this video so we could all the sunflowers can come together on the same page. everything from the high highs, the low lows, like where there's not even so much as a pinpoint of light at the end of that tunnel. You know, I have another video, it goes back a while now. Oh, well, probably this time last year. And I talk about that on a lot of my previous videos for a reason. There's a reason why you want, where I'm completely naked to discover different, and there's a reason why you might want to discover how you. I filmed it around in the same pond on an island where I spend a lot of time. You may have, if you've seen me before, maybe you've seen some of my other productions from the island. With discovering different. So there's a lot of different back there, a lot of different rays of sunshine. And as you will see, I want you to know right up front now, because I'm going to bring you right down to the socks. I don't always have my socks pulled all the way up like that, but I want you to see the whales. Okay. We're going from pumpkin to coral to flamingos.
There's the flamingos.
To the whales. Pink flamingo. Where I am. This is an area that I come. The pond is down there behind me. You can see that. And this is a pine tree grove where I come to flamingos. Okay. It's not the same pink flamingos that I had on a couple of videos ago. Okay, do some vibe raising. Okay, somewhere in this M section, we're in the middle of the M's right vibrating. No, we're in the middle of the N's. Vibe raising and transitioning, and you know how that works, right? If you've seen my program before, and in case you haven't figured all this out yet, that's what I do with transitioning, and I show that whole progression in my presentation for you, progressing now to the end of a section, which means I'm the vibe raiser, vibe progression. I'm the vibe vibrator. We're developing into we're transforming into a whole different format. Okay. I'm the vibe raiser. Okay, so you're going to see some leftovers from the M section over here in the N. I'm so glad. Hey, I'm really glad you were here with me today. I'm so glad that you have chosen to stick with me. And, I hope you keep popping your head in every once in a while. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. And meanwhile, there's only share kindness and share this video. What you're doing here, plus time to shine. If you found something of value here, feel free to share this video with some. I love that you're here with me today. It's playtime. Create you. It's playtime. Create you.